Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Hakuouki Zuisoroku. Today we have the last episode of Todo's Memories of Love, Part 8. So we will say our goodbyes with him and hear the letter that we have for him. So for now, let's see what we've got with Todo Part 8. June 1869. Ah yes, you can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. After the war, Todo and the protagonist leave the Shinsengumi to live in her hometown. Todo's bloodlust has calmed, and their days together are peaceful. One day, however, he asks her a question. What? To marry him? I'll always be with you, as long as the sun sets and the moon rises, forever and ever. He ran his hand softly through my hair and smiled. Even now it was hard for me to truly relax and accept our new peaceful life. But Heisuke was always by my side to comfort me. He swore that he would be there until the passage of time forced us to say goodbye. Every day I could feel his kindness. Nothing could have made me happier. The Tokugawa period came to an end as the Meiji era began. For Heisuke and myself, far off in the remote homeland of my ancestors, it all felt very distant. Our calendar was the color of the trees that covered the mountain slopes. Life was peaceful, happy, and warm. Kyoto, with its blood-drenched streets and flashing swords, was just a memory now. Since coming to the country, Heisuke's spasms had subsided. Where once he had been unable to stand under the sun without feeling pain, now he could rise as it did, like any normal person. June 1869. Even though I knew deep down that someday we would have to part, I did my best to forget. The brilliant green of early summer made it easy. Memories of Love, Part 8. June 1869. I could feel spring give way to summer as a warm breeze tossed my hair and danced off across the grass. The country air was clean and fresh. It carried none of Kyoto's stench of blood or clanging of swords. We were sitting in the shade of a large verdant tree. It's a really nice day today, huh? My only answer was a mumble from the head sleeping in my lap. Aww. He was sleeping more than he usually did. In my mind's eye, I brushed his hair, touched his cheeks and lips, but he didn't wake or even move. Then he opened his eyes. Oh, were you awake? Oh, he looks really grumpy. He sat up, still a little wobbly, and blinked purposefully. Was he still dreaming? Perhaps he didn't realize I was there. I reached out to take his hand, and when I did, I felt him squeeze back. Talk, man. He was definitely awake, but he still said nothing. I wanted to say something, anything to him, but I couldn't. He didn't seem like himself. Hey, Chizuru. Oh? Yes? When did you first start having feelings for me? What? When? I will tell him the truth. Honesty is the best policy. I think I liked you quite a bit pretty early on, but I didn't really realize how I felt about you until you left to join the Guardians of the Imperial Tomb. Ah, when absence made the heart grow fonder. Really? When I quit the Shinsengumi? Yeah, it took me a while to realize what it meant, but I was thinking about you day in and day out. Then, when we finally met at Aburano Koji, I was pretty surprised, I'll tell you that. I couldn't figure out why the heck you were there with Sano and the guys. You surprised me, too. You gave up your weapon in the middle of a fight to save me. Then, when I saw you get hurt, I guess that was the first time I really realized just how much you meant to me. My voice wavered and stopped. I reached out wordlessly to touch his arm. Heisuke smiled and patted my head affectionately. Thanks. I thought about you a lot, too, after I left the Shinsengumi. Oh, so we both were thinking about each other. Yeah, although the truth was, I felt like I'd kind of walked out on you. Yeah, I kind of did. I mean, when I left, we hadn't found your dad. We still don't know where he is. Oh yeah, that's right, we don't in his line. Oh, that's okay. I wouldn't worry about it. If he's safe, I'm sure he'll come back here eventually. This is the home of the Yukimura clan, after all. What the hell, man? I'm supposed to be cheering you up. Well, you're not doing a very good job of it. You're something else, you know that? I don't think I'll ever be as strong as you. That's right. I wear the pants in this relationship. Well, I don't think I'll ever beat you either. He looked up at me, and his frown shifted into a grin. We laughed for a bit before Heisuke grew quiet and thoughtful. Every time I found myself thinking about you, I always thought to myself, there's no way you could like her more. But every time I'm wrong, I like you more every day I know you. Heisuke, I love you, Chizuru. Finally! Me too. I knew exactly how he felt because I felt the same. Every day we were together, I loved him more. I couldn't imagine ever feeling that way about another person. He smiled at me, then glanced away. Oh, right. I wanted to ask you for a favor. Of course. Great. Now, could you close your eyes? What? Okay. What can he possibly have planned? I saw him smile as I closed them. With the world dark, the sounds of his breath and the warmth of his body seemed more intense. Oh, Chizuru looks so pretty there. Look at her kimono. Why is she wearing such a fancy kimono out here? It would have been a lie to say a part of me wasn't expecting to feel his lips. So when instead I felt his hands on my hair, I jumped. What? Hold on, just give me a few seconds. He was moving my hair around. It felt as though it was caught on something. What was he up to? Can I open them now? Yep, all done. Oh, 1 second. A little treat. Now the kiss. When he kissed me this time, I was surprised. My eyes shot open. I had grown accustomed to most of Heisuke's trickery, but no matter how many times we kissed, my heart pounded in my chest like a frantic drum. Slowly, I reached up to feel my hair. Is this... We always made you dress like a guy, right? I guess I just felt a little guilty. This is my way of trying to make up for that. It looks really good on you. I was worried it might be bad. Oh, nothing could look bad on me. I got it a long time ago, and I wanted to give it to you before, but you were dressed like a man all the time, so I never really had an opportunity, you know? Well, you should have given it to me so I could see it before you put it in my hair. Now I don't have a mirror to see it. So I told myself once the war ended, and we had a chance to go live our own lives together, then I'd give it to you. Thank you. I love it. It's wonderful. Even though I can't see it. Well, just make sure you leave a little love for me, okay? He gave an awkward laugh and looked away. I'm glad it looks good on you. Me too. Thank you. We were silent for a while after that, instead simply gazing up into the brilliant blue sky. Dressing like a man had become so natural, it had taken me some time to grow accustomed to wearing women's clothing again. Heisuke's words had made me think back to the time I'd spent among the Shinsengumi. How were they, I wondered? We were so far removed from civilization that news often took weeks or months to arrive. How does it arrive? It seems like we're out in the middle of nowhere. Chizuru? I turned to see Heisuke looking at me, with brows knit. Someday news of our friends would reach us, and I knew it could be bad. But even if that were to happen, I knew he would be there for me. So I wanted to smile for him, a smile as bright and beautiful as the cherry blossom on the hairpin he gave me. Thank you. I'm really happy. Me too. I'm happy anytime I'm with you. Morning, night, dusk, dawn, it doesn't matter. The blossom of the cherry tree blooms, falls, and is gone. Its life is fleeting, but beautiful. And that's what the word Hakuouki is about. The Shinsengumi have been the final, beautiful blossom to bloom as the wheels of time ground forward. Spring had given way to summer, and as June began, the last of the cherry blossoms had disappeared. But the flower Heisuke had given me would never wilt. He would bloom at my side forever and ever. Wow, for once he actually had a short story. And it would have to be his last chapter. Alright, well, we will watch these credits here, and then we'll get to read his little letter. And then let's see, next what's coming up. We have... we'll do Nagakura stuff. So we'll have to redo Shinsengumi Adventures Part 1 and 2. I'm not sure if we'll get any new material for those or not. But that will unlock Nagakura in days past. Then we got stuff for Kondo, and we got stuff for Yamazaki, we got stuff for Sanan. And even Inoue, and Kai, and Kimigiku, Amagiri, Shiranui, and Kaoru. That's crazy. We got so much stuff. I can't wait. Oh man, I wonder how long it's going to take me to go through all that. I don't know how long these extras are going to be. Who'd have thought there would be so much? Alright, let's go and find Heisuke's letter here. Here we go. Hey, Chizuru. Hope it's not too weird to get a letter out of nowhere like this. I've got a lot of stuff I want to tell you, so I figured this might be the best way to do it. It's been a while since I actually wrote something, so sorry if some of this sounds kind of awkward. Oh yeah, when we first met, I didn't actually realize you were a girl. I'm really sorry about that. You're not the only one. In my defense, though, it's probably because I never thought a woman would try and dress like a man, not because you weren't ladylike or anything like that. We made you keep dressing like a man, though, and wouldn't let you go out, so I figured that must have really sucked for you. I felt kind of bad about that, so I started trying to think if there was anything I could do for you, and began talking to you more. Turned out I had fun hanging out with you, so I found excuses to do it more often. I guess that's when it happened. I'd fallen for you. Unfortunately, the world kept moving, and after a while, we didn't get to talk to each other as much. I wanted to do what I thought was best for our country, and when I figured that out, I did it. And left me. But I think I made you worry about me, and in the end, I just caused problems for you and everybody else. After I became a fury, I was worried I'd start to go crazy, but so slowly that I wouldn't notice it. I know I complained to you a lot, and you saw a side of me I'm not proud of, but you were the only person who was always there for me. No matter what I did, you said you wanted me to live, even though you said that made you selfish. But it was your selfishness that gave me a reason to live. I don't think you realized it, but you really saved me back then. I promise you this, though. No matter what happens, I'll stay with you as long as I live. Chizuru, I've never been happier than I am right now. Life is peaceful, and we get to spend every day together, just enjoying one another's company. I've already got so much, it feels wrong to ask for more. But if I can, I want to watch the seasons pass at your side. I want to share my life with you. I love you, Chizuru. I'm really glad I met you. Whatever happens, that'll never change. I promise. And the end with Heisuke. Man, my favorite chapter was those last with Kazuma. That was awesome. So yeah, like I said, next episode we will work on Nagakura. So hope to see you there or in some of my other videos. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye bye everybody.